When people think of the Netherlands, most imagine tulips and windmills. But this small country holds far more: an entire world of culture, traditions, and a way of life where the old and the new blend beautifully. It's a land shaped by water, ingenuity, and a spirit of togetherness. So today, let's go beyond the clichés and discover the real soul of the Netherlands, exploring the 10 unique cultural traits that make this nation truly special. Get ready, because you're about to see a side of the Dutch you've never seen before. Let's start with what truly defines the Dutch spirit: a culture of freedom. In the Netherlands, freedom isn't just an abstract idea. It's a lived reality, woven into the very fabric of daily life. Walking through the streets of Amsterdam, you'll feel it immediately. The Dutch are famously open-minded, direct, and incredibly respectful of individual differences. This is a place where people are genuinely encouraged to be themselves, to live authentically without fear of judgment. This attitude, known as gedegen or tolerance, allows for a society where diverse lifestyles coexist peacefully. It's not about agreeing with everyone. It's about respecting everyone's right to their own path. This deep-seated belief in personal liberty is the foundation upon which the rest of Dutch culture is built, creating a society that is both refreshingly honest and profoundly welcoming. Next up is something you simply can't miss: the bicycle. In the Netherlands, cycling is not just a hobby or a form of exercise. It's a national icon and a way of life. With over 22 million bicycles for just 17 million people, it's official: there are more bikes than residents. This isn't just a quirky statistic. It's a reflection of Dutch practicality and their love for the outdoors. You'll see people from all walks of life on 2 wheels. Kids bike to school in large, chattering groups. Business executives in sharp suits pedal to their next meeting. And even the Prime Minister is often spotted riding his bicycle to the office. The cities are designed for it, with extensive networks of dedicated bike paths that make cycling safe and efficient. It's more than just transportation. It's a cultural statement about sustainability, health, and a more relaxed pace of life. Now, let's talk about those iconic structures that dot the Dutch landscape: windmills. They are far more than just picturesque backdrops for your vacation photos. They are symbols of pride, power, and a long history of human ingenuity. For centuries, the Dutch have been in a constant battle with their biggest foe, water. A significant portion of the Netherlands lies below sea level, and these windmills were the original high-tech solution. They harnessed the power of the wind to pump water out of low-lying areas, creating the famous polders reclaimed land where people could live and farm. Places like the UNESCO World Heritage Site of Kinderdijk, with its 19 magnificent windmills, stand as a powerful testament to this incredible feat of engineering. They represent the relentless Dutch spirit of turning a challenge into an opportunity, literally building their own country from the water up. And what's a trip to the Netherlands without tulips? But the Dutch love for flowers goes far deeper than just pretty fields. Tulips, in particular, have a story that shaped the nation's history. In the 17th century, during the Dutch Golden Age, these exotic flowers became a status symbol of immense value. This obsession led to a frantic period known as tulip mania, where single bulbs were sold for prices equivalent to entire estates, creating the world's first recorded speculative bubble. When the market crashed, it left a lasting lesson in economics. Today, that passion has blossomed into a global industry. The Netherlands is the world's flower shop, and its sprawling, colorful fields are a breathtaking sight. This love for flowers is a celebration of beauty, a connection to history, and a vibrant part of the Dutch identity. From flowers to food, let's talk about cheese. The Netherlands is a paradise for cheese lovers, home to some of the world's most beloved varieties, like Gouda and Edam. But the Dutch cheese culture is about more than just taste. It's a tradition that spans over 400 years and boasts more than 600 distinct flavors. To see this culture come alive, you have to visit a traditional cheese market like the one in Alk. Here, time seems to stand still. You'll see cheese carriers in historic uniforms, complete with straw hats, hauling giant, golden wheels of cheese on wooden barrows. They follow age-old rituals, slapping hands to strike a deal and weighing the cheese on massive scales. It's a spectacle of color, sound, and flavor that showcases a deep respect for craftsmanship and heritage. Let's step into another piece of Dutch heritage, the wooden clogs, or klompen. While you might think of them as a tourist souvenir, these distinctive shoes were once the everyday footwear for Dutch farmers and workers. They were practical, durable, and offered excellent protection on wet, muddy ground. Today, while you won't see many people wearing them on city streets, clogs remain a powerful cultural symbol. The craft of clog making is still alive and well, with artisans painstakingly carving and painting each pair by hand. Visiting a clog maker's workshop is like stepping back in time. You can watch a solid block of wood transform into a wearable piece of art. These colorful, sturdy shoes represent the Dutch connection to their agricultural roots, a reminder of a simpler, more rustic past that is still cherished today. Now for something more abstract, but just as important. The polder model. This is the uniquely Dutch approach to decision-making, and it's rooted in their history of fighting the water. The idea is simple. You talk, you listen, and you keep negotiating until everyone reaches a consensus. In the past, if communities didn't work together to maintain the dikes and pumps, everyone would flood. Cooperation wasn't a choice. It was a necessity for survival. This spirit of collaboration and compromise is still a core part of Dutch society today, from politics to business. It's the driving force behind incredible engineering feats like the Delta Works, one of the world's most sophisticated flood defense systems. The polder model is the art of agreeing together, a quiet but powerful testament to the Dutch belief that we are stronger when we work as one. The Dutch also know how to celebrate, and their festival culture is joyful, colorful, and impeccably organized. The biggest party of the year is King's Day, on April 27th, when the entire country explodes in a sea of orange. From Amsterdam's crowded canals to the smallest village squares, everyone is outside, celebrating with street markets, music, and an incredible sense of national pride. Then there's the magical tradition of Sinterklaas, in early December, when children eagerly await the arrival of St. Nicholas from Spain, a celebration filled with poems, gifts, and special treats. These festivals, and many others throughout the year, reflect the Dutch personality. They are fun-loving, friendly, and deeply focused on community. It's when you see the Dutch spirit of gezelligheid, a word that means coziness, warmth, and togetherness at its most vibrant. And of course, we have to talk about the food. Dutch cuisine is often described as simple, warm, and honest. It's not about complex spices or fancy techniques. It's about hearty, comforting flavors that feel like a warm hug. Picture this: a fresh stroopwafel, a thin waffle cookie filled with caramel syrup, still warm from the iron and melting in your hands. Or trying Hollands Never, a raw herring served with chopped onions and pickles, rite of passage for any visitor. And for a true taste of home, there's stamppot, a humble but delicious dish of mashed potatoes mixed with vegetables like kale or sauerkraut, often served with a smoked sausage. Dutch food is a reflection of the national character, unpretentious, straightforward, and deeply satisfying. Finally, what truly makes the Netherlands so beautiful isn't just its canals or tulip fields. It's the values of equality and kindness that permeate everyday life. The Dutch have a word, gelijkheid, which means equality, and it's something they hold in high regard. This translates into a society that is generally relaxed, sincere, and respectful. There's less emphasis on hierarchy and status, and more on treating everyone with fairness. You'll find this in the friendly interactions with strangers, the straightforward conversations, and the general sense of calm that you feel in Dutch cities. It's this quiet, understated kindness and the deep commitment to everyone's well-being that transforms the Netherlands from just a pretty country into a beautiful way of living. So, as the sun sets over the canals of Amsterdam, casting a golden glow on the historic houses, we see that the culture of the Netherlands isn't loud or flashy. It's deep, thoughtful, and endlessly charming. It's a culture built on freedom, forged by water, and held together by a profound sense of community. Here, you don't just see a country, you feel a lifestyle. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through Dutch culture. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more adventures. See you next time.